Hello guys, now we are going to continue our SQL agent today. In the previous two lives, what we have done, we have created very basic integration of Spring Boot, right? And now we are going to continue the same. So let me share the screen. Just also let me tell you here, guys. Day 3 of the AI agent using Ollama, Spring Boot, and Java. Cool. So I hope my screen is visible to you all. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a SQL agent. So let me show you here in the Postgres. I opened Postgres. I have some tables. Let me show you here. You can see badminton code, booking, payments, uses, venue. So these are the 5 tables which we have. Construction work is going on, so there might be a lot of sound, but ignore that. Here you can see badminton. I have these tables and the schema you can see like let me zoom it out a little bit. Here you can see I have users table, then I have badminton code table, and then I have payments table, and let me zoom out. I have bookings table, and then venue table would be on the top. Yeah, it is venue table. Yeah, so here you can see venue table. Cool. So these 5 tables are there, and we are going to ask our AI agent to give us some data, some queries by looking into these tables. We are not going to fire any SQL statement by ourselves. We are not going to fire like select star from users or select star from payments. We are not going to find or give any explicit SQL query. And AI agent, we are going to give it a prompt to AI agent, and then it should semantically analyze the prompt and then create the query on its own and then fetch the data and then show it to us. Cool. So now let me show the Spring Boot. You can see what we have. We have a simple Spring Boot application, and let me show you this SQL agent. Here we have a simple SQL agent controller. Okay, and you can see it is a REST controller, and then we have request mapping API and then slash agent. This is our endpoint for SQL agent, and simply you can see there is an AI agent service, and then one method which is get method, which is accepting a string question. Question is nothing but a prompt. Cool. And let me show you this AI agent service. So AI agent service, there are two different, you can see Ollama agentic service and then database service. So both here, there are two types of service. So Ollama agentic service, first let me show you what it is having. So it is having a method which is going to connect with Ollama service. You can see this is the local host 11434 on which our Ollama server is running, and then it is taking the prompt and communicating with the Mistral LLM, and then giving the response accordingly. and inside it there is some methods. We will look into that. Other than that, let's go back to our database service. Let me show you what database service is having. You can see simple JDBC templates, nothing more. Database service, and then execute query. Here you can see SQL. It is going to execute the query and then query for the list. So it is going to create the query and fetch the data from the database. And you can see this is our uh, database service and Ollama agentic service. Now these are part of constructor AI agent service, and there is a method in AI agent service which is ask, which is being called from the controller only. So here you can see this method agent service dot ask, and then prompt comes here. What it is going to do? First, Ollama agentic service, it is going to create a SQL. So you can see generate SQL logger.info user prompt. We are just logging this user prompt, nothing else. And then schema. Here you can have schema to be users table. There is this users table, right? You can pass the ID, name, whatever in the users table. Maybe what salary? It is not employee. So just suppose we have two fields. Then we have our, what are the 5 tables? Where is the tables? Yeah, we have users. We have username, email. Okay, username, email is enough. So you can have this as username and then email. And after that, we have some more tables, maybe badminton code or payments, and then there is booking. So let me have something like booking. Then inside the, let's pick some columns. So inside booking you can see we have what we have quote ID, user ID. Okay, it is kind of foreign key. A lot of foreign keys are here. Not very good normalized table, but let's see payments table. Payments table is using foreign key as, where is the foreign key? User table should be there, right? User UID. Okay. So okay, let's keep only one table for now, which is concrete table, which is not using any foreign key. Cool. So now this is our schema, and then final prompt is you are an expert SQL generator, rules only return SQL queries, no explanation, and then use given schema only. So what it is going to do, it is going to create this prompt. Using this prompt it is going to give this prompt to Mistral LLM in the backend, and then Mistral, it is simply passing this Mistral. Right here you can see it is calling the Ollama, right? It is passing this Ollama this Mistral LLM backend, and then it will return us a response, the response which it will generate for us, and then that response would be very much, only after that there would be execute query, right? So we got our SQL response, then extract SQL. Here you can see extract SQL. If there are other than this, we have to kind of make it as empty, right? Then trim, just a fine tuning kind of thing, and then refining of that query, then execute SQL. Once we get the SQL or SQL, then when it is a proper SQL, then we are going to execute it in database and fetch the data and then return that query. Cool. So now let's see. I have already started this server. Let me show you some application properties here. I am using Postgres. So this is my database table, database and database table. So this is my database shuttle time. You can see this is the database shuttle time, and then there are tables inside this. Okay, cool. So Now, one thing to observe, let me show the pom.xml also so that you can work on that. Spring Boot JDBC, this is one important dependency. Use this one and then one related to Postgres. These two dependencies are of yours. Okay, cool. Now let me show you the server. Let me run it and also let me add some loggers so that we can use some logins. So we got response dot this, okay. Calling to Ollama, no need of that. Agent control. Okay, it is already clear, no need to do that. Okay, let me add the logger then. Here instead of Ollama syntax service, we need our class. Cool. Now class.getName agent controller, you can add here logger.info entering ask method taken on agent controller. Cool. So we are here now. Now let me restart the server. So this is all the class structure, package structure, class structure, all the services I have shown you, right? There's nothing new, nothing more, nothing less. And also I don't need this one, I can delete this one. Cool. So we have this database service agent. Okay. Do I need SQL? Okay. Let me do one more thing. Let me add a logger also here. Not like this. Just okay. Here we need agent service. And then we're going to do logger. Logger.info SQL response. Okay. Now let me add one more logger, which is logger.info. What we are going to do? We are going to print our SQL query. SQL query frame created by LLM. LLM is here, Mr. actually. So it should be SQL. Then database service that execute query we have. Return database that execute query database service not execute query. It is going to execute the query and then give us the response, which is map of string and object. Just key value pair. Cool. Now let me run this again. I hope it is very much clear. Cool. Now it is good. I think it is started. Yeah, started running on port 8080. Okay, I have also added Swagger dependencies. So let me show you that again. In the previous videos, I have already shown you, but yeah, here it is, the Swagger dependency, Spring Dog. Okay, so this is the Swagger. So let's go on localhost 8080 for Swagger. Yeah, here it is. You can see just now. Let me show you here. We have two controllers. One is agent controller, one is chat controller, two get methods, right? Get APIs. And for now, we are going to use this agent, API slash agent, which we have created. You can see the URL which we have generated is API slash agent. So API slash agent, we are going to use this. Let's try it out. You can see here question. In the query, we need some string, and then it is going to return us a response. So what we are going to do, let me go back to our database table. So suppose I want some venue. Where is venue? Let me show. Yeah, I want all the venues, right? So I will not, there is no method where I am calling venue select star from venue, something like that. So what we are going to do, fetch me all venues. Okay, I'm just going to give it. Let's see if it is able to, this Mistral, LLM Mistral is able to look into this table, this schemas, and then these 5 tables and fetch us the venue or not, because we have not given it any query. Okay, it's still loading. Let's see here in the loggers if we have logged something useful or not. Okay, we are in the ask method, which is great. This is printed user prompt fetch me all venues. So successfully going here. Where is user prompt? Till here it is generate SQL. So it is now generating the SQL, and once it is generating SQL, we have printed somewhere. No? That is SQL in the database. Yeah, here. So SQL query created by LLM Mr. We are waiting for that. If this is executed or not, it is still loading. Let's see how much time it takes. User prompt. So look at the beauty of this. If it is successfully fetching, then we have not given it explicit SQL query anywhere. It is automatically going to read the schema. Here you can see schema and the tables inside it, and then it should create a query like select star from venue, and then if it is there, it should be giving us the output. Just observe, it is venue. You can see here it is venues, right? VENUE, not plural, only singular. So venue. Let's see if it is able to get the data. Otherwise, it's taking a lot of time. Here server is running. Okay, we have not logged it. Let's generate. So you started with command Ollama serve, and we have Ollama run Mistral. So Mistral is also running. Um, it's kind of, you can also kind of stuck. It is very slow actually. Sometimes I have seen earlier I had used it and the response was coming. So not a big deal. It's taking time because it is very slow. Mm, it's still loading, still loading, still loading, still loading. I hope, yeah, these tables. Let's see what are venues while it is fetching. Let me see the venues content. So once I clicked on this venue, let's see what are the data there. So here you can see we have some venues name ABC Sports Complex, XYZ Indoor Stadium, Elite Sports Arena, and Metro Badminton Hub, Grand Indoor Courts. So we are fetching everything, right? Select star from this. So let's see how it is going to fetch this venue. Select star from venue. If it is able to do that, I hope. I don't think it is going to quick because it is taking a lot of time. Ari, Ari, Ari. Oh my goodness. You can see select star from users. Okay, it is not picking from venues. It has created select star from users. So it is fetching data from the users, not from the venues, but select from the users. Why it is doing that? I think because of the schema which I had provided here. You can see I had given schema to be users, so it is fetching data from the users. Let me show that what it is picking. That is the problem. You can see it is picking users, all the details from the user table only. Okay, okay, so it is working, which is good, which is very good. Just like, share, guys. Just do a thumbs up. And now let me change that schema to venue. Okay, let me change this, and what I can do, venue में नाम चाहता हूँ सिर्फ, ठीक है. We have name and district, so I want name. We have name and district. I want all actually, so just let me write it. Let me have a create query maybe, or insert query. Oh, we have select query. No need to insert. So now what we are going to do, just let me write the venues. Select ID, contact number. I need these things, right? Just have this. So we have public dot venue from web dot venue, right? I'm not giving, if you can see select query, I'm not giving. I have copied the select query, but I'm not giving the select query. Cool. So we have select tables. contact number. First, what we are going to do, we are going to ask for the names. We have this venue, we are providing this to AI agent, and what we are going to do, we are going to find like only one field. Suppose I want name, select star from, select name from venue, right? Select name from venue, there should be the query it should create. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the response from the users table, but I don't want to give it users data. I want from the venues. So let me do it again. And this time, what? Give me all the venues name. Give me all venue names. ठीक है, इतना तो चलेगा ना. Give me all venue जो नाम था, venue name. Give me all the venue name. Okay, let's execute it. So it should give us the names, right? Give me all the venue name. And the venue name here you can see is going to hit the generate API. Okay, so now what I want, let me show the schema. Where will I? Here only. Okay, so we had venue, we have this name. Okay, we have name. Now let me see the table. So you can see I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only these 5 names I want. Let's see if it is going to pick entire data or not, or it is still picking the users table from the users table. That is also problematic, but let's see what happens. User prompt give me all the venue name. So till here user prompt, you can see it is there executed, and after that it has called Ollama Mr. and then post for object this URL. It is going to connect on the local host, and then this request slash API generate, this lands on the server page. This one, it lands on here, and then this query connects with Mistral, and then here in the prompt section basically this prompt is passed to this Mistral. Let's hope it does not hallucinate, like it does not give random values or random response. It should not give. So well, let's hope for the best, because last time it has hallucinated, right? Because we've asked for venue, but it gave us users, and that is kind of hallucination because it deviated from this response, expected response. It is still loading. I hope this time it should pick the values, right? What query it created, we also want to see that. So let's start from where is agentic spring cancellation. Okay, we have asked. Yeah, so we want this SQL query created by LLM or Mistral. You can see this query we want here because we have only given it a prompt, and corresponding to it, LLM should generate a SQL query. I'm waiting for that. Okay. I'm waiting for the response, guys. Meanwhile, I'm watching into it. How we can so be the first on the leaderboard by showing super price in live chat or super chat. Okay, so now we have. Okay, let's see the response. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We got the response. Look, look! It only picked the names, right? Awesome. Basically, this agent is intelligent. Awesome. Let's see in the console logger the query. What query it created? Select name from public.venue. Very good. क्या बात है? This is so, guys. This is very simple SQL agent we just created, right? So this is very basic one. We did not give it a SQL query. We just give it a prompt. You can see the prompt was give me all the venue name, and what it did, it automatically thought about it and then gives a select name from public venue, automatically calculated and created this query and then executed and gave us the response. Here you can see only the name it gave. So this was very simple AI agent, SQL AI agent using Spring Boot. Cool. And Postgres. Here I have used Postgres for the DB table. Now in later versions, if we are coming, we can combine different queries. Like we can ask a complex query, it should do some inner join, right outer join, left outer join, whatever it is doing. Some aggregate functions we can use, like what is the sum or average of the price or some money, something like that we can do that. We can perform, ask it to perform this AI agent. So this, whatever whatever the query we are going to do, it is automatically going to perform on multiple tables. So we will see that maybe in next live. For today we have successfully created our first SQL AI agent, which automatically gets a prompt and converts it to a executable perfect SQL and then fetches the data from the database. Cool guys, cool guys. Thank you very much for being here. We will see you, or maybe we can meet in the next live if you wish, or we can continue here only. If you wish, what is the time? It is 12:55. We still got some time. So let me do one more thing. Let me give it a proper schema and then ask it some questions, right? So here I want to give it accept. Also I want to give it public dot what I can give user. And from the schema, let me see what we have users, right? Okay, it is users. Let me have the script, which is select script. I want these fields, right? Okay, let me pass this here only. And it is not user table, it is users table. I have given these two things. And we have bookings, everything, right? We have payments. So let me give this to our AI agent. गलती हो गई मास्टर साहब, गलती हो गई, अन्य माफ कर दो। कहाँ चला है? I guess select script पर ये वैल्यू हमको चाहिए। ठाकुर हाथ हम कब दे दे। अभी क्या किया हमने? कहाँ है यार? हाँ, ये चीज़ हमको चाहिए था तो हमने ले लिया ठाकुर से। user dot parents, right? ये क्या हो रहा है? कुछ गलती हो गई क्या साहब? अभी तक तो सब ठीक ही लग रहा है। Okay, now what we have done, we have given it two more tables. Let me restrict it to line 144. Okay, so we have given it something like this. We have our users table, we have given it our payments. Let me give it the bookings table also. Now suppose we have select query here and let's take the fields column values. We have the table name as booking. public dot booking, then this fields, then let's public dot, what is the last table, bad maintain code. Okay, let me have this. Select a script. Select from public dot parameter underscore code and let's give it all the fields, and the fields are nothing other than ID, venue, code and price. What a wonderful price. Cool guys, so now you can see what we have here. I have given this schema detail to our AI agent. Now our AI agent should be aware of the tables, what tables we are having and what columns we have inside them. So these fields, basically these columns are, now we have given AI agent to understand it, right? Then what we are going to say him, like say the LLM or AI agent, you are an expert SQL generator. Rules are only return SQL query. Do not give us drop or delete, because that would be very bad, right? It is going to delete the table or some row maybe, or drop the table entirely. So do not give us any query other than select, no update, no delete, something like that. And then call Ollama. It is going to talk with the Mistral, and then everything is good. Look cool. This time what I want the ticket. What I want badminton court, venue ID, court name, price. This time I want users who had booked